What the fuck is this? Work, you gay ass son of a bitch. What's going on here? No. Fuck. No. We need... No, stop. No. Property's lonely. No, please. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. No, fuck. What's up, Pookies? We're at it again. We're at it again. Welcome back to another Sketchy Saturdays. Number 3. The third one. Holy fucking shit, bro. Oh my god. The third Sketchy Saturdays. Oh my god. Three? Where the fuck did I put my phone? Here it is. Just like all the other ones, I don't really have a plan for what I'm drawing. I could just draw Pokemon. Pokemon is epic. I love Pokemon. You're real shit. What is this called? Tropical Resort? Guess I could Tilt her head like that. Beautiful. The little scrunklies taking over my mind. Scribbles are eating away your brain cells. Hello. Hello, Ash. Welcome to the stream. Wonderful to have you here as always. Yeah, the Scrimblows are eating away at my brain. I watched a new episode of Pokemon today. One thing I don't really like about the Pokemon anime, which I guess is just like a issue with it, just like it's a problem that can't really be fixed because it's like made because their target demographic is like brain dead children who will buy their products. But it's like new episode of Pokemon, it's like, okay, we're gonna have a fucking Landau see all of his like old people. We're gonna have Landau meet all of his old. We're gonna have him go back to his home of Isagi. And I'm like, oh, it's because I keep thinking that Pokemon will like do something crazier than it will actually ever do, and that's just actually go through with like a concept, like they go to his town, this old ass town, and then it's like he sees a bunch of buildings that are like, oh, these were not here when I visited last, and it's like. And it's like Landau. It's like he's like, oh, these buildings weren't here before, and then it's like, oh, I see where the episode's going. The episode's going to be like, oh, he comes to term with not all things they stay the same, and he like this is like it's such a dumb moral when you think about it because it's just like. Because it's like a bunch of baby shit. But I wish they incorporated like more moral lessons instead of just like. Because I don't think the conflicts themselves are interesting enough to. The conflicts are not crazy enough or like interesting enough to be like, oh, I I'm completely invested in this. Where it's just like the conflict of the episode was that a bunch of little goobers got caught in a whirlpool and he gets to be the mighty G again. And I'm like, okay. Because then the episode just came off like just a retread of the episode that already happened, where he met the goddamn dolphin. You met the goddamn dolphin. It's just a retread of that episode. And I'm like, it's so. I'm just like, man, I really wish there was more to these episode concepts than you just them being like, oh yeah. I just missed everything. People started doing stuff as soon as I joined the stream. Whoops. Oh. You just missed everything of what I said. Oh my god. No, it's all good. I was just saying, like, I wish there was more morals, I guess. Like, if you're gonna be, like, a kid's show, at least, like, try to, like, create, like, interesting life lessons. Or just, like, interesting character beats. Like, what I mentioned last time, it's like, I wish Molly hated the guy more. I wish he was more of a hater. Because, like, if you met a person like that in real life, it's more, I'd be more like, man, I don't really like this person that constantly lies to me. I don't know many people that constantly lie to me. Unless it's for, like, a joke. But, you know. I don't know. But this one I was just like, oh, I wish the episode was more about how he had been away for so long on the goddamn Bravasagi that Landau was like, oh my god, everything in my town changed, but that's okay. And it's like, because new things change for the good or whatever, you know? But there was none of that. It was just like, oh, things changed. Now on a completely separate topic. I'm like, why couldn't they just told him that he was the great what's his face, the mighty G, when I think it would be much more interesting episode concept if the guy were like, why did you stop being the mighty, why did you stop being the big strong guy? Yeah, sometimes they kind of fall back on more predictable tame lessons and nuanced interesting ones. Yeah, well, I'm just like, I wish it was more about, oh, why did you stop being the big epic guy who did all the shitty movies, and I wish it was just like, I got old. What do you want me to do? Things get old, and that would have tied in with the idea of him going back to the town and everything's changing. And then this guy is also who's been in the town and seen all the change, but in his own way, he hasn't changed. See, I'm cooking it up. I'm cooking shit up. My brain is. It's if you went just a little farther with your concept, you could make something spectacular. But they don't, and I'm not particularly mad about it. But it's just like, man, I wish. I wish if you're going to like teach a moral or have something happen, I wish it was more like. I wish it was more impactful. Not to say the episode was bad. I thought it was entertaining. But still. It's like, come on. Shut up, phone. Shut up. I see that I have 3 new notes on my Tumblr. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Is this for fucking Sonic Boom? This is Ocean. There's no way this is Ocean Purification. I already listened to Ocean Purification from Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Oh, I think they just like gave up after ocean purification. Yeah, I get that. Like sometimes you just gotta critique the hell out of something even if you like it. Well, yeah, because there are things that I think can be done better. Well, it's that exact reason why I critique is because like I want to pick apart something. This is perfect segue into the Game Awards that happened. I thought the Game Awards were fantastic this year because there were actual like announcements. There were actual announcements. Actual games won. When Jeff Keighley stood up and said, yeah, on his Twitter, he was like, yeah, that's right. DLC for Elden Ring is eligible to win the Game Awards, and I'm like, you did that on purpose. Everyone knows what you're doing, and you're not being sneaky about it. You just want to put Elden Ring back there so Miyazaki can come back up and be like, oh, Jeff-san. You're like, Miyazaki-kun. But but actual games won. For the player's choice. No Hoyoverse Gotcha Slop won. I was deeply happy about that. I find it hilarious that they bribed their players into basically voting for them, and they still lost. And then actual games won. Astrobot won, and I think Astrobot is such a tightly designed game. I think it's just a perfect game, like objectively. No matter how you feel about it, you have to admit it is just a good game overall, it's just perfect. And that's what I enjoy about the Game Awards. I enjoy the idea of the discussion behind it because you like this year there was a lot of good contenders for Game of the Year. There are a lot of good contenders for a lot of the different things. Like best soundtrack, big ones: Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy, and Metaphor ReFantazio. And it's like the two ones that I thought I never played it, but it looks really good and deserves to win. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. It's like if you played it, you'd be like, "This is the best thing ever. This is the most fun thing I've ever played." Because it's so I can't describe it. It's just fun. It's just a fun game. It just controls good. The level designs are creative and just so varied. And I'm just like, this is absolutely amazing. The bosses are so good. The music is great. But something like with the music for the Game Awards, they have like best soundtrack, and it's like the two that I thought were going to win. There were three like good contenders. It was like Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy, Metaphor. The two I thought were going to win, it was between two that I thought were like the true contenders. It was Metaphor and Final Fantasy, and I was like, I think Metaphor's soundtrack is good, but I just don't think it's beating out Final Fantasy. I just don't think it's beating out Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth had like 6 composers on it, and it had so many different. Sorry, I'm getting off track. No, but Final Fantasy had like 6 composers on it, and it had like so many different genres, and it was just so varied. And it was like, oh, I fucking love this. This is absolutely amazing. And I think Final Fantasy absolutely deserved to win. I'm so unbelievably happy that Elden Ring won absolutely nothing. Elden Ring won nothing, and I've never been more happy about something in my life. Actual fucking games won this year instead of fucking goddamn Elden Ring. I just hate the idea of it's just like ugh. Little scrunkle. But it's like I just enjoyed the discussion around the Game Awards. In all honesty, I thought for the two contenders of the Game of the Year, I thought it was going to be either Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Astrobot. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and my friend told me Rebirth is better than that, and I'm like, okay, I already liked this immensely, so to say it's better than this thing I already like immensely, that's insane to me. And so I was like, okay, so Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, obviously a contender, but I just think Astrobot was just it's a perfect game. There was no problems with it. Usually in a game I really like, I'll find some kind of problem with it. I'm like, this could have been done better. This would have worked like this. But it's like Astrobot. I'm like, I had absolutely no problems. I was floored from beginning to end. Jesus Christ. How do I fucking... What are we doing? Don't fucking rumble, bro. For the next 3 hours, keep it on silent, please and thank you. Okay, based. But it's like... I just really fucking enjoyed... I just really fucking enjoyed Astrobot, and I was like so happy that it won. I was just like, one thing that was awesome was getting to hear Astrobot and Balatro's theme during the Game of the Year orchestra. The Game of the Year orchestra is always a fun like time, but getting to hear like Astrobot, Balatro, Final Fantasy, Black Myth Wukong, and Metaphor, getting to hear all of those, it is just so, it made me so happy. Hearing Balatro's theme, I need to try Balatro, dude. I'm a big Animal Well fan. I was hoping Animal Well was going to win, but that's completely okay. Because I think Balatro worked just as hard to like do what it want to like make a great game. It worked just as hard as Animal Well, considering both were made by a singular dude. But both were made by a team of one, and so I'm happy for Balatro. I wish Animal Well won, but I'm sure the Animal Well developers are also very happy for Balatro. And it's just like, I also fucking hate like Game of the Year discourse on Twitter. It's like the most obnoxious shit ever. Because it's just like, you get a game that wins like Astrobot, and it's like a legitimately like, this is a perfect game. And then you got fucking, gotta be careful with my wording. Bunch of stupid dum-dums. Bunch of stupid dum-dums. They come in and they're like, oh, your Game of the Year went to this? And I'm like, yeah, it's literally a fun game. And I'm hoping that Astrobot winning Game of the Year and being as successful as it was, I'm absolutely hoping that this is some kind of turning point. Because I hope more platformers are made. I'm hoping more platformers are made because Astrobot did so well. Like, I just want more platformers. I don't know what I'm doing with this drawing. Please, more fun platformers. I love you, fun platformers. That's what I mean. I want more fun platformers. I want more Crash Bandicoot. Speaking of platformers, so during the pre-show, they announced, we were talking about it like last week, but it's like Pac-Man in this weird fucking like secret level episode. Turns out that was an advertisement for a game they have yet to announce, and that was announced at the pre-show. It was called Secret Labyrinth. Hang on, let me see if I can pull this up. No, it was called Shadow Labyrinth. Shadow Labyrinth. Shadow Labyrinth. Welcome to Shadow Labyrinth. This is apparently like their fucking next step. I'm happy. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I think the game looks kind of cool. I am happy they did not call it goddamn Pac-Man. I'm glad they didn't call it Pac-Man. If they called it Pac-Man, I would have been a little upset. But they didn't call it Pac-Man, and I'm happy about that. But I think it's like, whatever the fuck this is. It's got some weird tweening art style. I don't know how to feel about it. But I'm sure I'm gonna play it because like God, I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, hang on. Just fucking take this. Pac-Man. Pac-Man Labyrinth. Yeah, if they called it fucking Pac-Man, I would have been upset. But because they're not, like, selling it as Pac-Man, I'm a little less angry about it. I'm like, I really hope this isn't, like, the next direction for Pac-Man. Because I'm like, if this is... Because technically, this is Pac-Man's 45th anniversary game. Game comes out in 2025. That's what's happening for Pac-Man's 45th anniversary. And I'm like, okay, I just want to know that in 2030, we're not... For his 50th, we're not doing this again. I'm not upset that it's like a Metroidvania. I'm upset that it doesn't look like Pac-Man. It's granted, I know, it's fucking Pac-Man. It's an arcade game where you play as a yellow circle eating other circles. But I'm not exactly like I'm hopeful for the project. I'm sure it's gonna be fun, but I'm just like I'm just glad they're not calling it fucking Pac-Man, bro, because it just does not look like Pac-Man. Pac-Man Labyrinth. I feel that, Sonic. In other news, Amazing Digital Circus episode 4. The gang works at goddamn fast food. I had no thoughts about it. I was like, this is the most okay episode. This is better than episode 1 and 2, but definitely not. I'm gonna lower myself on that. Okay. But, I thought it was fine. Definitely not as good as episode 3. Episode 3 was like, all right, we actually was all of was the show was Gooseworks telling us that don't worry, I know what I'm doing, and I feel like episode 4 was slowly slipping back into like the stupid shit of episodes prior. I'm like, bro, my house is always so fucking loud. No, but I'm just like, I enjoyed the episode enough, but I'm like, man, this is not. It's not like episode 3 where it was resolved before the end, and the resolution was when the episode ended, was when the episode was coming to a close. No, the what happens with Gangle. I'm sorry if this is spoilers if no one's seen it yet, but Gangle, they make a ass of themselves in the thing, and then everyone like is like sort of upset with them. Not really. Only like Jax is upset with her, and so it's like you'd expect it to be like, oh, the plot ends because the plot ends when everyone's pissed, and then the shift is over, I guess. The plot ends when the shift is over, but the resolution of the conflict isn't resolved until after the plot is finished. And so I'm just like, this is like very odd. Also, it wasn't like Kinger, where Kinger was like interesting, where it's like, oh yes, I can. It's like Kinger. It's not like Kinger's episode, where Kinger's episode was like fun, or it's like I liked Kinger's story, and where it allowed itself to be vulnerable instead of just like waving particle effects in your face and pretending it's saying something. Like, listen, I know show don't tell, but it's like I would like where your visuals are so nonsensical. I would like a little bit of clarification. I would like a bit of talking, because Kinger talked out his problems, because it was a thing in episode 3. It was, I felt like the end where she gets hit and then it is in Kane's office kind of just happened before I could fully understand what was happening. Yet no, that's what, it's a fine average episode, but I was also like, what the fuck just happened? Why did she do like an interpretive dance? Like I'm like, is this supposed to be like a metaphor for like antidepressants being bad for you? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that the story you're trying to tell? If that's the story you're trying to tell, that's a pretty like dangerous story to tell. I'm just like, what the fuck is this episode? Because it's like the most boring conflict imaginable. And then you got Pomni, and it's like, then you got Pomni, and she's like, she sees Gummy Goo, and it's like, nothing really comes of that. She like sees him, and she's like, hey, and he's like, "Aye, mate, crikey, going down under," and that's what he says. And then it's like nothing else really comes of that, and I'm like, oh, great, fantastic. And you got Ragatha being fucking stupid the whole episode, which I'm like, I'm like, sure, fine, I guess. The "Are you smiling? No, why not?" joke was hilarious. I fucking hate Jax. I don't. I haven't brought up my opinions on the Amazing Digital Circus on stream because there just hasn't been an episode to do so. But now I can, and I don't like Jax. Not because he's an asshole, but because I think he's just like boring. I think he's very, very boring. Like, as an asshole character, he's very, very boring. There are so many asshole characters to pull from, and it's just like, we don't understand what makes any of those characters any type of interesting. So we're gonna have Jax just be an asshole, and that's really it. We're gonna have Jax be an asshole, and that's really it. He looks like he was created for this to be a sexy Tumblr man, and that's really all I have to say about him. He looks like he was made for a specific demographic, and I'm not really impressed with it. I'm not really impressed with his design. I think his design is fine. I'm not really impressed with his dialogue in the slightest. I think it. I'm just like, there's so many other like asshole characters in the world. Hell, even like one-dimensional ones that I think are far more entertaining than Jax's. Hell, even fucking something like Wario. I'm like, man, I love Wario. He's such an asshole. like stuff like that, where it's like entertaining to watch. But I just don't think Jax is entertaining to watch at all. I just don't think he's entertaining. He's just like so unbelievably boring that I'm just like, man. I wish Jax was cooler. I wish Jax was more interesting. But at this point, he isn't, and I'm not happy about that, really. The only reason I'm disappointed in episode 4 was because episode 3 exists. If episode 4 came out before episode 3, I wouldn't have bat an eye. I would have been like, same shit as always. It's another fucking Digital Circus episode. Like, just okay. But episode 3 came out and I was like, holy fucking shit, this is what the show can be. I remember people being like, oh my god, I get it now. And it's like, no, there was never anything to get. Because The Amazing Digital Circus was just kind of ass from the beginning. At least to me. I think the Amazing Digital Circus was just okay. Until episode 3 came out. And it was like, alright, we now know what we're doing. And that's what that told me. And then when you showed me that you still don't know what you're really doing, I'm like, alright. Not to discredit any of the people working on the show, but it's like, come on. You have 8 episodes to tell your story, or how many episodes they said. I think it was like 9 to 12 episodes they have in like I think in the first season, or just in the, I'm not sure how long the series is going, but I think they have like 9 to 12 episodes to tell their story. And I'm like, come on, you have X amount of time. And you can't be dilly-dallying like this to tell your story. You have to be able to like speed it up a bit. I get you want to be like, oh, look at us. We can tell stories. We can tell stories, and we can tell mature and complex stories, but it's like, that's really difficult when you only have like 12 episodes. I love sending texts to my family members to tell them to shut the fuck up. What was over there? Okay, nothing. Squircle mind control. No, stop it. What sucks about drawing Pokemon characters is that they're like not at all easy to like draw and replicate over and over and over. I gotta like fucking like pull up a reference, do all that shit. Oh yeah. I'm not. I'm not. No. 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 I refuse. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck was that? What is this? Well, that's the first thing I fucking look up when I try to get a goddamn fucking picture of Dot for a reference image. And then it's like, oh, here's a just one of the top searches is Pokemon Dot feet. Bro, I just wanna I just wanna draw my scrunclos. Why do you gotta why you gotta be bringing her grippers into this, dude? Internet is full of goddamn freaks and degenerates. I hope they all die. I'm not fucking with you. It's like one of the top searches was Pokemon Dot feet. I'm like, come on, bro. And when I clicked on it, it's like, sure enough, it was pictures of her feet. Like, why, bro? My God, it's just like, I think I actually like. I wish with Dot's new design they incorporated like elements from her like, or at least they incorporated like they incorporated elements from her like loungewear. I really go search. Thank you. Thank you, wikis, for existing. Kind of like based, but you can't deny that it is really funny. It is really funny to find that shit. I'm like, come on, bro. We can't keep. The internet can't keep doing this. These are children. Fucking stop. I can do like a really shitty picture of Dot in this outfit. She looks like that, and then she has that, and it's like that, and then Hang on, wait. I'm gonna redraw these sleeves. And I didn't build her. Why is she built like this in this image? What the fuck is going on? Shout out to me constantly drawing the same character and I am needing references at some point. Well, yeah, good for fucking you, bro. But I don't draw fan characters like this on the regular. I'm usually or I don't do fan art like this on the regular. The only like consistent art I do of like characters is Sonic the Hedgehog, but that's because Sonic the Hedgehog is so unbelievably easy to draw that it's just like muscle memory. Like these fuckers, like I need goddamn. Like for these fuckers, I need goddamn. Who is this Uggo character? Bro, you gotta stop coming in my stream and saying this shit. It's Yo Mama, bro. That's who it is. Yo Mama. Oh. Got him. The heckler. That's what you are from now on. You're the heckler. The uggler. How's Buddy doing? I'm doing alright. Watched the newest episode of Don and Blue Lock today. Why is Shido getting freakier and freakier with every passing episode, bro? Bro's talking about he's gonna knock everybody up with his soccer playing skills. Like, what the fuck are you on about, bro? Just fucking play the. Just put my fries in the bag, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Ain't no way they got the fucking Sonic. Bro's a certified freak. He's freaky as fuck. He's freaky as fuck. And then Baro came in and he was fucking awesome. No, he did. I'll pull it up right fucking now, bro. I'll pull it up right fucking now. I'll pull it up right now. Here, let's look up the Shido goal. Let's look up the Shido goal. Shido unlocks the blue state. Look at this. It's a whole ass embryo. And all of the visuals are like of like sperm. Look at this. Look at this shit. He's now entered the flow. The flow. And his flow state is impregnation. And bro does that. And it's really awesome. And then everyone's like wojacking. With my genes. He says it, word for word, I'll knock you up. First time watching that, I had to go back and read that again. I was like, what? What? Bro's playing a different game. He ain't playing soccer no more. Bro's playing something different, bro. Dude. It's fucking mental. Like the fucking headspaces these fucking children get in just to fucking play soccer is insane. I'm like, it's not that serious. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, can you calm down? Calm your fucking tits, bro. It's just fucking soccer, man. And of course, you had like the other dudes there. They were awesome. You got fucking Oliver. He's awesome. He was like, I'm also entering the flow state. No, you had that one dude who was like running towards the goal, and he thought he was him. He was like, "Am I entering the flow state?" And he was like, "Oh," and then Oliver comes in. He's like, "Nuh-uh, I am the flow state," and he became the flow. He entered flow. I'm like, this show can't be fucking real. It's too cool. And of course, the animation gets good at those parts. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, they sort of were, but it's still like, okay, this is still like we're still struggling. They're like, this is the most we could give you guys. Bro really took to the stands and said, I'm gonna get you pregnant. And then bro keeps getting on fucking Psy, and he's like, I'm gonna impregnate you. He's like, let's fuck, bro. And then he's like, get your fucking hands off of me. Even Psy's like, Jesus Christ, what have I done? It's the fucking deranged. They're all insane and crazy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, hang on. Where'd the music go? Gotta get back to music. Back here. Back here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this anime, dude? This is fucking insane. Her face is not covered up enough, and her head is not fat enough. If I back it up, is it fat enough? And if I speed it up, can you handle that? The formula. Why does Dot have these things on her heads? when I think about it, I'm like, why does she have them? Also watched new episode of Don Da Don. Don Da Don was silly. I like Gigi a lot. He's very fun. I think he just wants to be friends with everyone. Mm-hmm. Whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean gay people SMH? No, 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 no. Not gay people shaking my head, gay people clapping my hands and cheering, yet the Gaylor. Gay people clapping my hands and cheering, yes. Yes. Even better. Love to see it, love to see it. We love gay people. These two stupid children make me happy. We got Roy being an awesome supportive ally. This is some fucking Sonic Spinball? What the fuck is this? Oh, we can't tell because the fucking person who made the playlist is fucking stupid. Good for them. Good for them. Out of all of the Pokemon casts of the new show, what do you think is like the most homophobic? Who do you think just hates gay people? What if it was like if you get like why is it the first thing I search in Pokemon Murdoch gay? God fucking damn it. These are some of the fucking dumbest fucking shit. God. I don't like Google. I forgot Murdoch has like the dumbest haircut of all time. It's supposed to be like a fork and a knife. I believe Murdoch would make threats to a child. I believe he'd threaten a child. I think it would be funny. This is Knuckles. We're back. He's that kind of guy. He'd be like, "Welcome to the family," and then be like, "If you ever, if you ever hurt my little girl, I will kill you. I will kill you." I will kill you. Victor Hart and I poison your next meal. Do you understand? I poison your next meal. I poison your next meal is kind of hard though. He's like, it would be so awful if if your next meal was like undercooked or like had salmonella in it, that would be awful. He looks at her. It's just. It would be so bad. Oh, it would be so terrible if your next meal had salmonella. Yeah, that would be terrible. I fucking love these two goobers. They bring me so much joy for literally no reason. It's like this shit will never happen. Pokemon will never make a game where there. No, that's a lie. They did make a game where there was a canon lesbian. Or a canon sapphic at least. Goddamn Penny. They were like. I find it fucking hard to believe that it's like Pokemon's first canon sapphic. It would be a shame if your soup smelled a little too much like almonds. It would be a shame. And then he like looks at her like this. He's like, it would be a shame. And then he looks at her like that. And he just keeps making vague threats followed by that look. You know what I'm talking about? Isn't it like a great... Pokemon would be so much funnier if they had frames like this. Or they just had like really shitty faces. Like they should bring back the Sun and Moon anime thing. Where all the characters had like really funny faces and shit. It's such a fucking... It would be such a shame. He's like looking off. He's like... This is the type of shit that he says before turning to you and looking at you like that. This is Knuckles. He goes off to the side, fearing for her life, munching on the bread for the table. She's like eating a sandwich or something. I'm not super happy with how I drew this face, so I'm gonna redo it. Yeah. And then it's over here. Where are they? happens after. He goes like, oh no, duh. Your uncle scares me a little. He's like, nah, he's a fucking loser, bro. He's a big fucking loser. I will wholeheartedly believe Dot would say that. She'd be like, nah, he's a fucking loser, bro. It's absolutely super casual. I'm like pretty happy with the lineup we have so far. Bunch of silly scrunklos. Imagine like telling someone that your uncle's a big fucking loser, like just straight to their face. Like, hey, duh, your uncle scares me. Oh no, he's a fucking huge pushover. The ever scrunklies. Say it. Fighting Freak Knuckles. Just going creepy. Kind of went crazy with this Captain drawing, this Captain Pikachu drawing. Thank you, thank you. Yes, inflate my ego even more. Oh. No scrum close. Can't wait for tomorrow, because then I'm gonna stream fucking the new Sonic level, or the new Shadow level. Cannot wait. I'm so excited for this Sonic movie. That's gonna be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. But it's gonna be peak. I'm sorry for it. Yeah, no. I just think. I remember somewhere mentioning that. I think it was a person that like reviewed it, and they were like, "Yeah, no, they seem to be going more for like a young adult demographic with its plot and story." And I'm like, "Oh my god, we're so back." Oh shit. Oh, someone is calling me. Hello.
You want to play Marvel Rivals?
I'm currently streaming right now.
Oh, what are you streaming?
I'm drawing.
Oh, come stream Marvel Rivals
So, so how do all the people?
and all the people.
Yeah, all the one person.
Tell them to come watch you play Marvel Rivals.
I could stream Marvel Rivals tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, but I'm already doing this.
Yeah, tell them change your plan, guys.
No, I can't just fucking change the plans on a whim, bro.
Yes, you can.
No, I don't want to,
You're the
though.
streamer. This is creative freedom. You got free will and don't want to use it. Oh, you're just a pawn, a slave. Without any free will. I'm gonna hit you with the Trump's goddamn speech. Oh no!
Oh. Why? What am I gonna switch?
Well, fucking no one cares. Get on the game.
Oh my god.
Bro, when he got a hard life for being forced to play Marvel Rivals.
Bro. Oh my god. Fucking fine. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Alright, so change of plans. Alright, we're gonna be switching. Basically got all the drawings I wanted, and I talked about everything I wanted to talk about anyway. Little scrum close. As always, I'll be fucking putting all of this on Twitter. And yeah, so I'm gonna switch over to Marvel Rivals, and I'll see you all soon. Change your plans.